call me Chris because I watch her pretty much all the time. And I love all her videos. I love you. If you're watching this, which you're probably not, but if you are, I love you. I love your videos.
But I enough for that. You'll need to download one.
Basically, she inspired me to download Reddit and see the tea, sis, because listen, I do not allow tea in my life because I don't like it. So I live vicariously off of other people's tea. So what better to get that tea than Am I the A-hole stories on Reddit? Am I the asshole for telling my sister her baby isn't a real baby? What? I, 26 female, got engaged to my fiance on January 1st. I was very excited to share with my family, of course, and everyone congratulated me and my fiance. Congratulations! I sent a picture of my ring to my family group chat as well as my Instagram, and everyone has been commenting on the fact... The fact that I got a very big diamond. Ooh. My diamond is a lab-grown diamond that is just under... Whenever I see I don't know what CT means. Whenever I see that, I just think count. It's probably a money thing. I'm over here thinking about 5 count nuggets. I specifically asked for a lab diamond as I believe they're more ethical, as you never know if a mined diamond is a blood diamond. My sister, 31 female, was very excited for me, but as soon as I showed her my ring, her mood changed, and she was telling me that it's too flashy and not practical. She wrote practicical, which I think is kind of funny, and that it's too trendy and not timeless. I understand your sister, and I mean, I'm very close with my brother, as you guys know, as he shows up a lot on this channel, and I value his feedback quite a lot. I don't know if she values her feedback a lot, but if it was me and someone said that about my ring, like, sure, I'd be kind of upset if it was someone I was close to, like my brother, but I wouldn't... I'm like, okay, my ring, not yours. My ring is pear-shaped solitaire ring with Marcus band, and I love it. My sister told me that there was no way that my fiance could afford my ring. True, if it was a mine diamond, it would be 10 times the price, and my diamond was a lot less expensive. You guys must not be that close. Did she just have a divorce? Does her boyfriend or fiance not treat her right or something? Does her husband not treat her right or something? I smell some jealousy. I smell it in the air. And that I should test to see if it's a real diamond? I replied that since it's the last diamond, it was a lot less expensive. She then proceeded to tell me how lab diamonds aren't real diamonds, and since they're made in a lab, it doesn't hold the same sentimental value. Oh no. I see where this is going. Oh no. Oh no. My sister's ring is a small 1 count mine diamond, and it's beautiful. I never said anything bad about her ring, and it suits her. I tried to laugh it off, and I told her that I asked for a real diamond in the first place, and it was grown in a lab, not the ground. That's when, by her logic, my niece wasn't a real baby then, because she was oh god, an IVF baby and grown in a lab too. Oh god. Oh no. No. My sister and her husband had a lot of issues conceiving, as my sister had some complications with endometriosis. Same girl, it's okay, but you know, it just runs in my family. I haven't tried to get pregnant. Their IVF journey was really tough and had multiple rounds and attempts and 1 miscarriage, but finally got lucky and had my very healthy niece last year. I know my sister had a hard time conceiving. That was kind of the point I was making. My niece started in a lab, but she was an IVF baby. My sister started crying over the phone. Her husband then called me and berated me and told me I was insensitive and couldn't understand the depths of her emotional turmoil and that I shouldn't have started a fight over a ring. He even said I was ableist. I have endometriosis too. My mom said it's not a big deal, but I should let my sister cool off. I usually babysit my niece pretty often, but my sister hasn't been answering my calls for a week. My fiance says although I probably shouldn't have said that, I was justified. I didn't mean it seriously. I know my niece is a real baby and I adore her and spoil her all the time. Am I the asshole? Yes! Oh my god. So she calls it fake. So then you call her baby fake? For someone who really wants to be a mother and is trying to have a baby and has miscarriages and troubles with it, that can be a big deal for them. It can be a very touchy subject and something very it can be something that you just shouldn't joke about because of what a serious topic it is. And all I'm gonna say is it's a ring. Honestly, all you would need to do is to simply just forget about it. She can think whatever she wants about the ring. Move on. There was no jab that needed to happen about her baby. No jab needed. If you love her, you shouldn't say that. If you love the baby, then you shouldn't make jabs at, about the baby, I can't even fathom bringing up a miscarriage like that and just because she said something about your diamond ring being fake. Get over it. It's a ring. Oh god. We're moving on. Next! Since we're on the topic of babies, am I the a-hole or asshole, I guess, I don't know. Am I the a-hole for trying to breastfeed my baby in private? Since we're on the topic of babies, I 17 female? Congratulations on being a mom. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, I 17 female gave birth to my first baby less than a week ago. Okay. Today my parents came to visit and meet the baby. While my mom was holding my son, he started showing signs of being hungry and wanting me. So I asked for my son back and tried to excuse myself to my room to feed him. My parents were offended, saying that since they came to meet/spend time with the baby, I should feed him right there. I explained that it wouldn't be a problem to put a cover over myself and feed him there if I were confident in his ability to latch correctly. But currently we're still figuring it out and I have to take my bra off completely. Okay. My mom then said that they didn't mind seeing as how I'm their baby. So they've seen me naked before? Am I the a-hole for not trying to breastfeed in front of my parents? Oh my god, no! In front of your father? And your mom? Ew! Ew! No! They're ew! No! 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 No, you're not! You're just not the asshole! You didn't do it! You're not the asshole! It didn't say they were in a rush to leave or could only stay for a few minutes. They could literally wait till you're done and hang out with the baby. It's not like this is the only time they're ever gonna see her baby again. Especially if it was, I wouldn't go to the extreme of having her take her top off in front of them just to feed her baby. That is very inappropriate. I don't care if you are my mother or whatever. I need, for something like that, just privacy. is probably, it's just so important. Okay, yeah. That's about, yeah. The comments basically said what I said. Next! Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend that the tacos he made weren't good enough? I, female 22, asked my boyfriend, male 20, to make me tacos for when I got home later that night. I asked him to brown the ground beef and follow the instruction. He doesn't really cook, but I thought the task was simple enough.
Duh.
Oh, excuse me. So I get home a few hours after he made the beef. Things are going well, okay. I quickly chopped the veggies so we could assemble the tacos. Wait, how could it go wrong with the tacos if he browned the meat and it was fine and then you did the other stuff? How could it be bad? Because if you both made it, then... yeah, no, it's really not looking good for you. Because if they didn't taste good, it'd be on both of you. I quickly chopped the veggies so we could assemble some tacos. I thanked him for making it for me and we started eating. I ate a bite and it tasted really bland and a bit chalky, so I asked if he followed the instructions. He said, no, I just threw it together with some... Okay. So I asked him why he didn't follow the instructions and he said, I didn't know what instructions you meant. Anyways, I'm kind of a picky eater. I only eat food that tastes good. If food is just meh, I'd rather not eat it. And he knows this. Also, I cook different dishes for him all the time, and I do my best to make sure they taste good as possible. So I said, why don't you look for the instruction? Why didn't you look for the instructions or ask me? I could not get that word out. And he said, I don't care. This is when I got really upset and left the room. He soon followed me and said, what's wrong? Probably thinking I was overreacting. Then I told him, I asked you to do one thing and told you to follow the instructions and you didn't do it. And you know I only eat food that tastes good. I try hard to make you good food all the time and I just wanted you to do it for me one time and you didn't even try. He kind of got defensive and said he thought it was simple and made it how he thought it was made. He said sorry and that he should have known better. But now I feel kind of guilty and like an ungrateful bitch. Am I the a-hole? No. And I don't think either of you are the asshole here. Honestly, that if I worked really hard to make meals and stuff like that, then I would absolutely expect the same from my partner. It should not be one-sided. So, what I will say is instead of storming off and immediately like, what did you do wrong? Or whatever, you know, follow the instructions and all this stuff, because you both made it a duo effort making the dinner. So if it tasted bad, I would have handled the situation a bit more calmly. It's just say it politely, essentially, instead of prying and storming off. Just be polite about it. Be honest. I mean, yeah, he apologized and everything and tried, and he admitted that he was wrong and that he should have tried a little harder for y'all's dinner because you would do the same for him, and that's good. I don't think either of you are the a-hole here, and honestly, you seeming like you did mostly the right thing. Edit. By I only eat good food, I mean that I take meds and a side effect is low appetite. Oh! Okay. So I only eat if it's exact thing I'm craving or something cooked really well. The food he made was flavorless, so I was disappointed because I wanted the meat seasoned with the taco packet. Also, I take medication that alters how how hungry I get and my appetite as well, so I completely understand this. I do not eat near as much as I used to, which is why a lot of times whenever I do eat, it's either something small, but I always make sure it's something that is tasty or is good. Otherwise, I kind of just like, no, I'm not gonna eat it. Because, I got a message from my mom. I love my mom. Anyway, because that'll be the thing you eat, and that's gonna be the thing that sits with your stomach for a while. Into that. Yeah, no, you're not the asshole. You're not. Am I the asshole for invading my sister's privacy because I don't want her to go to jail? I, 34 female, borrowed my sister's 34 female. Okay, let's call her Lisa. Okay, the sister is Lisa. Drill that in your brain! iPad for a work course. For context later, we both work in the same industry, but Lisa is also working a second job, and both jobs require licensing and a clean criminal record. Like most jobs. Woo! I was in the middle of the course. Everything was dandy. I like that. I love using dandy. I like to see that I'm not the only one. Focus. Focus, 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 focus. Everything was dandy until a Telegram message notification from a Tom popped up on the iPad, was writing notes, so I impatiently swiped it away. The notifications only showed replies from Tom, but whatever I saw was enough to raise alarm bells in my head. I can't remember everything, but this was what I saw. You have 1K I transfer in. You create account ALR? iClub88. Give me your ID in PW. My VPN kept... I don't know what that means. Can you log in again? Oh, kept declining. Can you log in again? Been doing it for 6 years and I've never lost money. Don't believe I can't help you win some too. A quick search on the web would tell you iClub88 is an online gambling platform. Oh no. Don't gamble, kids. Kids, please don't. If you're an adult, I won't judge you for it. You do you, boo. I fought with the demons inside me for all of 10 seconds before I tapped into the app. I realized Tom is someone I know as well, and whose name was in fact Dave, 27 male. We got to know Dave in a work event recently, so I wouldn't call us friends. Okay, he's a coworker who is also Tom, but is also Dave? Don't know which one's real at this point. The first thing I noticed in the convos was Dave's... I think that's them trying to spell insistent. But it sounds like... It looks like incest. The one thing I noticed in the convos was Dave's insistent pestering for Lisa's nudes, which thankfully she kept saying no. Wait, are you on her phone? Oh, wait, you're using her iPad for work. Okay, yeah, okay. So you're looking at her, okay. Which thankfully she kept saying no, but the tone of the entire conversation was sexual and there was flirting on both sides. I consulted a close friend of ours, and from what we gathered, this was most likely the start of a money mule scam. Money mule is someone who transfers or moves illegally acquired money on behalf of someone else. Anyway, the nude requests are hopefully Dave being a horny little And I fear that there are more sinister intentions behind it. Yeah, no crap. To cut the story short, I ended up confronting Lisa within a day of apologizing for going through her telegram and then proceeding to tell her I think she's getting scammed. In our country, victims who are being scammed to become money mules still get a fine and jail term? That's awful. I told Lisa the implications of losing licensing for both her jobs, which she has told me multiple times how much she loves. Okay, so she loves her job. Don't want to lose a job you love. I will say that. The response I got from her was deadpan, only a few years jail term, whatever. I'm going to attribute this to ego. Okay. And she confirmed that none of the money was hers, and the 1K I saw in the conversation was Dave transferring 1K into her account and lost it. I knew most likely that money laundering is involved. When I got to the part about the nudes and how the Telegram ID was not tagged in his number and why he's using a VPN, she got really pissed and embarrassed. She did add that she had since closed the account, so I should shut the F up about it. She hasn't spoken to me since. Am I the a-hole? I am frantic. What should I do? I'm trying to think. I need a sip to think about this. I almost choked. No and yes. Because first, you shouldn't have snooped on her stuff in the first place. But you said that you looked at it with, because you saw it and the message you saw at quick glance concerned you. That I understand. In that case, I would ask, I would go to, well, if I was her sister, I would then go over to my sister and be like, hey, I just, saw a quick glimpse of this weird message that you got, and I didn't want to look at it without you, but it made me nervous, so I wanted to show you in case it was something bad. Like, show her. Experience this together. Don't go off on your own in her personal privacy and stuff like that. And then at that point, you can't go back. So, at that point, I don't think you are, because with what you've been saying, I don't think you're the asshole here, because you seem to really care about your sister, as you should, and you didn't want her to go to jail. The point is, after you made the choice, you did tell her. That's what matters, is that you were honest about it and you told her what you saw and that you were concerned and you didn't want her to go to jail. As long as you expressed your concern about the situation and were honest with her, and you did say you apologized for snooping in the first place, and then you explain why you did that. Not that it makes it okay, but explaining why, because you were concerned for your sister's safety. I don't think anyone's really the asshole here, except for the guy who's scamming, of course. But as long as you've done all you can do, and you've done what you know is best to do for your part, the rest of it, truthfully, isn't any of your business at this point. You care about her, she's your sister, but you've done everything you could, and if something goes wrong, that is totally on her. Well, I think that'll be all for today. I definitely enjoyed reading these. It was fun, and it's like super chill and cozy, and I enjoyed this a lot. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this as well. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love you guys so much. God loves you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.